Have you tried to build a capsule wardrobe, but it just didn't work out? Yeah, me too. Let me tell you why my first capsule wardrobe, and probably my second, and maybe my third, were all wrong. The first of many mistakes I made in trying to build a capsule wardrobe was thinking that I could just make it come together without a plan. I'm saving the biggest mistake I made in my early capsule wardrobe attempts for the end of the video, so hang out till the end if you want to hear the biggest mistake I made in my early attempts to build a capsule wardrobe. Hi y'all! If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Lori and I am so glad to have you. If we have met before, then welcome back. Now let me start by telling you why I was so drawn to the capsule wardrobe concept to start with. One of the reasons is that I always want to have the perfect outfit to wear. Another reason is that I wanted to make better use of my clothing budget by purchasing fewer, higher quality items. But probably the most important reason why I was so drawn to the capsule wardrobe concept is because I wanted to be able to pack a travel capsule wardrobe efficient and easily as I transitioned into becoming a carry-on only traveler. Let me tell you why this wasn't working. Every time I had an event to attend, I would go out and buy an outfit. And this led to my having a crammed, overstuffed closet. On top of that, I was not always practicing the most mindful of shopping habits, and that meant that even when I found something I absolutely loved, it sometimes didn't last very long. Another thing that was happening in my world on a regular basis is that I was overpacking for almost every trip I took, and still not having the things I needed with me while I was traveling. Because my overpacked suitcase was a direct reflection of my overstuffed closet, and I was just winging it without a plan. So all this wardrobe mess had to change. The first thing I attacked was my travel capsule planning. That's where my most immediate need was, and so that's where I focused all of my effort in the beginning. And it didn't take me too long to figure that travel capsule part out really, really well. So I decided to expand it to the rest of my wardrobe. Now it works, but let me tell you what I had to change first. The first thing I had to change is that I had to stop purchasing clothing from an outfit perspective. And what I mean by an outfit perspective is I had to stop purchasing clothing where this top went with this bottom and I wore these shoes with it, and that was really just as far as it would go in my wardrobe. What I now do instead, I only buy pieces. And by pieces, I mean items that integrate well with the rest of my wardrobe that come together to build multiple different outfits. Now this does not mean that I don't still like to experiment with my wardrobe, because I do, I absolutely do. And so from time to time, I will purchase lower cost items I'm just not quite sure how I'm gonna feel about. And then if it turns out to be something I really love, I will invest in a higher quality version of that item that I can love for the long term. Because here's the thing, it is okay to want to try new things. And it is okay to want to try new things on a budget. Now there is a caveat to that. Regardless of the price point of whatever the item is that I'm purchasing, I always make an effort to take really, really good care of it. Because when I do decide to transition it out of my wardrobe, I want it to be in a condition that I feel confident about donating. And regardless of price point, if something is in really great condition, you can donate it when it's time for somebody else to love it next. And having set up my wardrobe this way allowed me to stop packing outfits and instead pack only the pieces that are necessary to fulfill my outfit formula needs when I'm traveling. Now, here it is. The biggest mistake I made in my early attempts at the capsule wardrobe concept was just simply following somebody else's plan. Following somebody else's concept. I would seek out different social media personalities that had these great capsule wardrobes that I thought just looked fantastic, and I would go and I would purchase the items that they had on their capsule wardrobe must-have list, thinking they look great in all of these things are working for them, these things are gonna work for me too. But they didn't. If you've looked at many of these lists, you're gonna see a lot of the same things over and over and over. You're gonna see the white button-up shirt, which I do love and I do wear all the time, great suggestion, but you're also gonna see a lot of suggestions for a gray t-shirt and black jeans, and a gray t-shirt and black jeans are something that I just don't ever wear. I had never even owned a gray t-shirt until I found it on all these capsule wardrobe must-have lists and thought I've gotta get the gray t-shirt because that is what's going to make all my capsule wardrobe dreams come true. And guess what? If you don't wear a gray t-shirt in your regular life, you're not going to start wearing a gray t-shirt because somebody else thinks it's a great idea in their life. So I wasted time, effort, and money on items that I wasn't even gonna wear. I just didn't know it yet. Another thing that didn't work for me that you see in a lot of common capsule wardrobe concept suggestions is changing out your capsule wardrobe based on the season. And that, in my opinion, is a great concept if you live somewhere where all the seasons are about the same type of time period. Like if you have 3 months of winter and then 3 months of spring, 3 months of summer, and 3 months of fall, then you can probably get away with that. Where I live, we have 2 months of winter, 2 months of spring, 2 months of fall, and 6 months of summer. So I don't want to wear my same exact summer capsule wardrobe for 6 months at a time. I get bored with it. And that means I need to change out the core of my summer capsule wardrobe about every 2 months, because after about 2 months of wearing something over and over and over, I get tired of it and I don't want to do it anymore. So I change my capsule wardrobe every 60 days. But here's the real challenge I had with the capsule wardrobe concept and try to make it work for me, is that most capsule wardrobe concepts are based on minimalism. And I'm not a minimalist. I'm not a maximalist, but I'm not a minimalist. I'm somewhere like in the middle. I'm a middleist, if that's a thing. So I ditched all the things about a capsule wardrobe that just wasn't working with me and came up with a concept of my own. And let me tell you, now I have a wardrobe that I absolutely love. And my concept of a capsule wardrobe ensures that I get the very most use out of the pieces that I've invested in that I absolutely love on a regular basis. This has allowed me to become a much more mindful shopper. I can very easily and very efficiently create the perfect travel capsule wardrobe that allows me to travel carry-on only, even for extended periods of time. At least I do travel carry-on only in North America and in Asia. I didn't have any problem in Asia as well. The luggage I travel with is very heavy, and I know I will not meet the weight requirements that I hear are present in Australia and in most of Europe. So in Australia and Europe, I will be checking my bag and living my life. It's gonna be okay. But for the most part, most of my travel is carry-on only, and I can really appreciate that because I am not a woman that likes to hang out in baggage claim, ever. So if you, like me, are interested in a capsule wardrobe concept that ensures you get the most use possible out of all the items in your wardrobe, even if you're not a minimalist, please do consider subscribing to the channel, but like only if you want to. It feels so weird in every video to ask people to subscribe to the channel, which is strange because I absolutely do want you to subscribe to the channel, but only if you want to. If you're not ready, don't worry about it. No harm, no foul, because I will be here. I will be right here or out in the world somewhere making videos, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Until I see you over there, bye y'all.